beautiful finishes are great. I love them. I love picking them out. But if your kitchen doesn't work right, it doesn't matter. You're not gonna say how beautiful that countertop is when I can't freaking get by it. You know what I mean? So you wanna get the layout right first. So let's start in this video. I'm back in this crappy kitchen to take some measurements so that we can draw it up on paper and see what's possible. That's the beauty of drawing it up, because you can move it around, make it better. It doesn't cost anything but erasers. The first thing you want to do is take a look at your space. Got my handy dandy book. Got a wall here, got a wall there, and a wall there. Basically a U-shaped kitchen. And we got a fridge on it, wall here, and a wall here. And then that goes living room, this goes off to, this cabinet goes here. We got a sink, a hole for a dishwasher that never happened. And then we've got a 30-inch stove right beside it. Cabinets going this way. One dead cabinet and then one cabinet. And I want to mark where things are located. So where your switches are, where your windows are, where probably a gas line is somewhere back there. Mark them all on your drawings. Got an outlet here, got an outlet back here, outlet here, outlet here, a dedicated outlet, and gas here. I use an app that makes it easy. You snap a picture and then I can mark my measurements on that so that you can refer back to it and you can see a picture. It's a nice way to see if you missed anything in the shots, like a light hanging down that you have to accommodate or a plug that you didn't think about. So let's do some measuring. Alrighty, 104. I can feel this floor, and if I rolled a marble, I'd be down the hall somewhere. So you want to take 3 measurements, like the ceiling height. Here it's 96, here it's 95 and a half, and over here it's back to 96, so it's whoop. I don't really care. At this point, I'm just getting a general idea.
I'm an idea man, Chuck. All right? I get ideas all day long. I can't control them. It's like they come charging in. I can't even fight them if I wanted to, you know?
I used to tell the kids in shop class, that's what an 80 looks like, and it ain't pretty. So make sure you measure twice and cut 1 time. Measure 3 times, whatever. Mother. Oh, that was a good one. That drew blood. Ouch. All right, 2 tips. When you are measuring and you are alone, stand on the tape and do this and just roll it out so that you can read. Oh, that's bad. Tape measures are sharp. Making YouTube videos is dangerous. Do not try this at home. 2 tips about contractors and tape measures. First of all, they steal them. They put them in their pocket. They don't realize it's not part of their luggage. So hold on to yours. Stanley, if you're out there, Stanley, Fat Max in pink, all me. Come on, I smell sponsorship. The other tip, there's 2 ends to a tape measure when you take a measurement. The dummy end, that's the 0. This is the end responsible for the measurements, so let them hold that end. Still bleeding. It's not all showrooms and fancy fabric. We've got our measurements. Now I'm going to take them back and draw them up on graph paper. Simple. It's not complicated. You don't need AutoCAD. You don't need Revit or SketchUp. You need a pencil, you need paper, and you need an eraser. That way you can play with it and you can change it. Do we want the fridge here? Do we want the fridge back here? Do we want to knock out that wall? Do we want to move the gas down and give ourselves a little bit of room? Would we like to center the sink over the fridge? Would we like to move the window because it's facing right into the neighbor's house? We can do all of that on paper very inexpensively and then figure out where we want to spend our money. Now I'm going to also take the measurements for the room beyond so we can imagine that this wall is gone and it's open to the living and dining area, which is my plan. It's all it needs. A little tweaking, new cabinets, new floors, new countertops, and get rid of old Bessie here who's growling in the background. So off to the drafting board we go. This is my rough sketch that I drew up on site, and this is not to scale, which means it's not real life shrunk down. So I'm going to draw it up neatly to scale, and I'm going to do it in the simplest way so you can see that you don't need anything but some graph paper, a straight edge, And I'm using a pen because I'm daring. So a 1/2 inch on the page, which is 2 squares. That's a foot. So that's our scale. And we know it's 133, which is about 10-ish. So look how simple this is. So it's about 11 feet. 33, which is about 6. There we go. So there's that wall. And then we've got this other wall that returns back. So those are our walls there. How did that happen? That's our wall. I'm used to drawing in 1/4 inch scale. Here's our walls. We've got our window at 43. That's an outlet. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2 feet. Boom. There's no math involved. Just count the squares. Stove is here. Once we've got it laid out in the correct scale, then we can lay tracing paper over this and drop a million options. There's my measurement. And get some tracing paper. Lay it on top and you can play with your options. I'm gonna trace the existing wall, and then I'm gonna knock that. This is the wall that I wanna take out. So we're gonna show that as a dash line. 2B, okay, right there. So that wall's gonna go. When that does, the fridge can go here. We can do some kind of corner cabinet like this. Move the dishwasher where it will work. That's 24. Move the sink down and the window, so it's centered. Give another 24 inches. So we're gonna go to here with the stove. That's our stove, new stove location. This wall goes, so we're gonna continue 18 inches, and then I'm gonna turn, and this is gonna be, here's what I'm thinking. Take out that wall, and this becomes a peninsula. It's only 6 feet, so we might be able to get 3 stools and maybe a stool on the end. Much improved flow. I think I actually want to put the dishwasher here so we have no issues, because it's gonna open, oven's gonna open here. You want to leave room for those clearances.
We have clearance, Clarence.
Door swing, depending on what kind of door. If you have a big door like that, you're gonna have a big swing. If you do French doors, you're gonna have a smaller swing. So that's something you want to think about. There's our overhang, our cabinets below. Ta-da! Don't be fooled by the primitive nature of these drawings. You can build off these. Plenty of more fabulous places have been drawn by hand, in the dirt, in sand. So you can go and get prices. You can take this to a cabinet maker. You can get contractors to bid on this. I do not recommend you do a kitchen without help. It's the most expensive room in your house. And if you mess it up, it hurts in money, it hurts in function. You do not want to screw this up. So get help. Hire a designer, but get help. That's all I needed to do.